Hello, Namaskar. Welcome you to the SAAR Analysis. I am Chaman and here's my take. Did you know more than 70% of Iran's combat aircraft are based on the designs developed before 1980s? Now ask yourself, can a country challenge the modern air power with fighter jets older than many of its own pilots? Let's take it out. Well, for decades, the common perception has been that Iran's greatest military strength lies in its missile, drones, proxy forces, but not the air force. Well, that perception is now beginning to change because Russia is reportedly preparing to deliver the first batch of 20 Sukhoi 35 fighter jets to Iran as a part of 48 aircraft agreement that was signed in 2023. Well, in reality, it is one of the most consensual military development in the Middle East since Abraham Accords. Because this isn't just about replacing the old aircraft, it's about rewriting the military equation. For more than a decade, Iran has operated an air force built around aging American-made F-4 Phantom and F-14 Tomcat fighters that was acquired before 1979 Islamic Revolution. Well, despite the domestic upgrades and careful maintenance, this aircraft belonged to another era of warfare. Well, the Sukhoi 35 is designed to address precisely that weakness. Consider what Iran is acquiring. The Su-35 is one of Russia's most capable fourth generation plus multi-role fighters. Well, it combines the long-range radar capable of tracking multiple targets, simultaneously powerful electronic warfare system. But the aircraft themselves are only the part of a story. The real significance lies in the relationship behind Israel. Since 2022, Moscow and Tehran have steadily transformed their partnership from tactical cooperation to strategic alignment. While Western sanctions have pushed both the nations close together, this fighter jet agreement symbolizes more than just an arms scale. It represents a deepening defense partnership that is reshaping the balance of power across Eurasia. Well, the consequences extend well beyond Iran and Russia. For Israel, a strong Iranian air force increases the complexity, while for Gulf state, it reinforces the urgency of the expanding air defense networks. Well, and for United States, it highlights that military influence in the Middle East is no longer uncontested. And for India, its implications are especially important. Nearly two-thirds of India's crude oil import transit through the border of Western Asian region. Well, the larger picture is becoming increasingly clear. The Middle East is entering a new phase of military modernization and accelerating alongside geopolitical fragmentation. Now, here's my take. History shows that wars rarely begin on the day the weapons are delivered. They begin earlier when the balance of power quietly changes. Well, the arrival of the S-30, S-32 is not instantly make the Iran dominant for sure, but it will significantly strengthen the Tehran's deterrence, deepening Russia's strategic footprint and force every major power, including India, to recalculate its security assumption. Well, the real story isn't Iran receiving the new fighter jets. The real story is the geopolitical architecture of the Middle East is being rebuilt one strategic partnership at a time. Well, that's all from today's analysis. I will be back with another episode. Till then, thank you for watching this.